Mickey Van, referee. Danny offers, and Julius reluctantly accepts. So repeat or revenge, unfinished business. Has Danny Williams the mental belief not to let the demons back in, and the physical strength to endure a long haul with that knowledge that the right shoulder may never be 100% again? Has Julius Francis got the experience and style to frustrate and block out the expected onslaught? We're ready for battle. Francis, 36. Is he too old, or will he become the oldest fighter in history to become British heavyweight champion? It's the one we've all been waiting for. Francis on the left of your screens in the black and gold. Williams in the white. Because Francis refused to change trunks. He'll be fined for that. His purse been withheld. He's up against the board. Fast start from Williams. We expected that. He's coming off a 32-second demolition of Carly Meehan, the unbeaten Australian. And his confidence, Jim, is sky high.
Yeah, well, he started much more positively already. He's banged in 3 right hands already. One which landed flush. Francis took it well, but already Williams looks more positive. Williams will want to control the pace, slow it down. Sorry, Francis, Williams must not allow that to happen.
Big right hand over the top. The punch that Danny Williams favours. How much has he improved since April the 3rd, 1999? And at the Albert Hall, he was soundly outpointed by Julius Francis, the man enjoying that Indian summer. No one gave Francis much of a chance that night. Same again here.
Well, Francis's plan is obviously to push Williams back, not allow him to come forward, let the big bombs go. So straight away, the tactics are fairly obvious.
Just drops his left hand, Williams, trying to invite Francis in.
He's just been so guilty of falling asleep during some rounds, Williams.
That's been the big criticism. The lazy slacking off Danny Williams with a fast hand speed, talent, and tuned fighter that could, just could, mix with the very best in the world. But if he can't beat Julius Francis, that may never happen. It's a sly old fox, content to block and jab. Left hook to the body from Williams. Who's getting the better start here?
Well, the sharper punches are coming from Williams. There's not much in the round as far as punches land is concerned, but probably Williams has landed the better punches, the higher quality stuff.
The bigger hitter, remember, Williams, could just have sneaked the opening. Close.
Well, there's a sharpness in Williams working in the first round that's going to be needed tonight. When the punches off quickly, imagination, good variety of shots, a decent first round for the champion.
Here's the second round, both British and Commonwealth heavyweight titles on the line here at Wembley. The champion, Danny Williams from Brixton. The challenger, former champion, Julius Francis from Woolwich. Williams putting the punches together. The long jab. Francis says he's been waiting for this for 2 years to prove it was no fluke. Williams says he's been thinking about Julius most nights since then.
I think Williams must really have been disappointed with himself back then, and that is really motivation when you get a return like this. I think he realises his whole career depends on tonight.
Good jabs from Williams. You get the feeling that whether it's Jim McDonnell or himself or a combination, they've got that belief into Williams. But Francis is a tough old soldier. Yes, Mike Tyson blew him away, but that was at a totally different level.
Francis is coming off second best here, but he's trying to stone-face Williams. He's just trying to show him these punches are not troubling me in the slightest. Just trying to dent his confidence. But the main thing is Williams is the one landing the good shots.
Snappy work here from Williams. Never won an English ABA title, but he had success in the World Championships, and he won a bronze in the Commonwealth Games. The only professional defeat. The man right in front of him now. They used to be friends. They've sparred together for years. Now they are arch rivals.
We're seeing a big improvement in Williams' jab. I mean, nothing moves apart from his arm. He doesn't telegraph it in the slightest. And Francis just can't see it coming. He's just shooting out.
This is the speed that Williams has got. Francis, remember, so much older. But he did turn professional very late at 28. He says he feels like he's 25. Good body shots from Williams.
Williams is turning away from the body shots. I mean, Mickey Van has warned him already. That time he warned Julius Francis, but I thought it was Williams' fault that he got a punch in the kidneys now.
It's a positive beginning from the champion. Julius Francis may need to do more.
Yep, I've given him both rounds. Yeah, he's boxing so well, he settles so quickly, and his punches have the sharpness that we've seen in his best nights. So far it looks like he's going to have one of his better nights.
25th, and he says most important fight of his professional career already, Danny Williams. Says he must enact revenge on Julius Francis before he can move on. Possible WBU shot being lined up in September, but he must get business here done first. Francis says that the British and Commonwealth belts have just been out on loan and that he is the rightful owner. Former bad man from the streets of South London, Julius Francis, who had time in jail and has turned himself around and now helps, educates kids in the area. It is a credit to the sport. But how much has he really got left?
Well, Francis is going to have to initiate some of these attacks. He's trying to react to what Williams is doing, and Williams is too sharp for him. So he's going to have to initiate the attacks. Try to put, if it's going to be a hot pace, then it's better if you're the one forcing the pace. So Francis is just going to have to realise this and get on with the job. Just kick off some attacks. Don't wait for Williams.
But Francis didn't have that good a start the last time they fought. He really came together in the middle rounds. He let Williams have the fast start and came back. A little bit of fluff or tape, something attached to the right eye of Francis there. He's really trying to think in there, Julius Francis. His mind might be telling him one thing, his body another.
Yeah, well, he's never traded on speed or sharp reflexes, Francis. So in this type of battle, he's going to come off second best. So he's trying to change the tone of things. He's trying to drop the pace. But Williams not having that.
Really good build-up to this fight. We had both fighters in our studios earlier in the week, and a credit to the game that they sat together for an interview, although they didn't want to shake hands at all, as they didn't before the first bell tonight. But it is business, and that's all it is. Right over the top from Williams. And he's getting angry in there.
I think he tried a little smart trick there, Williams, looking at the referee and throwing a punch at Francis. It didn't come off.
Just gets caught around the side of the head as well, but the pumping jab from Danny Williams, who's boxing well. Francis back with a combination, tries the uppercut.
I think Francis, as I said earlier, is just trying to stone-faced. I think he realises he's coming off second best in the early rounds. They can't do anything about it. So he's just trying to break Williams' heart, just show him he's not impressed, because he can do this all night long.
How do you break Danny Williams' heart after what he did with one arm here in October last year?
And you can just see the way he whips that jab. There's no warning that the jab's coming out. Francis is struggling to cope with it. That was the time he looked at the referee. That was like an old pro trick from back in the 40s.
Certainly sign of confidence. There's Mark Rowe and Mick Williamson with Julius in the corner there. Mark Rowe, who joined the Francis camp when no one would go with him on a trip to Russia. Long train journeys, cockroaches in the carriages. Julius has been around the world, he's seen it all. And he's got to rely on all of that experience, being in the ring with the likes of Zelko Mavrovic and Axel Schutz and Vitaly Klitschko. Just nodding with the jab, Francis. He's not doing enough.
No, but he doesn't look upset. It's as though Francis was expecting the first half of the fight to be going against him. He's maybe looking for his strength and experience to come into play in the second half, but for me, he's taken too many punches. If he was blocking these shots, I would say fair enough, but he's not. He's taken the shots.
He certainly was looking for a long fight, I think, Julius, who's brought a conditioner, Nigel Moore, on board for this. Got him into fantastic neck, working at sprints especially. Danny, who's been training over in the French Alps at 7,000 feet of altitude. The Jim McDonald camp buzzing with Takalu's destruction of Anthony Farnell the other week in Manchester, which Danny was ringside for. He said he didn't even want to talk about Julius that night. He was so angered and anxious to get into the ring with him. He's got his wish and he's doing the job.
Yep, and this is a different Danny Williams, much more confident, much more happy within himself. He must be enjoying this.
This is boxing with composure and motivation. Francis sneaks in a body shot, but he has to take a count. Down he goes, Julius Francis. Was it low? Well, he's in agony. It's being counted. Mickey Vance dropped to 9. There's boos around the auditorium. It's over. And Danny Williams has...
I think the punch
is the eye.
I think it's the eye problem. I think the punch landed in the eye. It looks as though, I don't know if the side of the glove has gone into the eye. I mean, it wasn't a knockout punch, but I wonder if the side of the glove has maybe gone right into his eye. You can imagine the pain involved if that's what's happened.
He looks in absolute agony, Julius Francis, and it was Danny Williams who was in such agony in October here last year. But he's got the win that he wants. Just scraped.
I think maybe the side of the glove has gone right into the eye. I mean, I can imagine the pain involved there. I mean, you can hardly blame. It just seemed to slide right past the eye. That's what I felt happened at the time. On the replay, that looks like what did happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 15 seconds of round 4, Julius Francis fails to beat the referee's count of 10. The winner, and still heavyweight champion of Great Britain and the Commonwealth, Danny Williams.
And it's the one you've wanted for 2 years and 3 months. Final revenge. Sweet and happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. You know, all praise is due to Allah for the victory. And I give enough respect to Julius. He came to fight, but, you know, I told everyone I'm a different man now.
You boxed beautifully at times behind the jab, but the ending a little bit inconclusive?
Yeah, you know, basically I was just pacing myself because I've been hearing from the gym that Julius would conserve, you know, box safely for the first 4 rounds and then try to come and launch an attack. So I was conserving my energy. I could have opened up much more earlier, but yeah, it was good.